Yella Beezy, you, sir, are in big trouble. Now, I don't know if y'all been living under a rock. Maybe you have not. But Yella Beezy has been in a lot of trouble here lately, and it's been because of this Mo 3 alleged assassination. They saying he paid to get Mo 3 up out the way. I think we all caught up on that by now. But he had a court hearing, and this court hearing was very telling. They got a state witness that is about to cook Yella Beezy. Now I'm going to read some of this off to y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Yella Beezy has filed a bond modification, including the claim that his restrictions are affecting his ability to maintain his lifestyle. Dallas County judge on August 29th heard arguments on whether rapper Yella Beezy, real name Marquise Conway, should be allowed to return to recording studios while awaiting trial on a capital unaliving charge. Conway faces prosecution under capital unaliving for remuneration in connection with the November 2020 unaliving of rapper Melvin Mo 3 Noble. The case is pending in Dallas County Criminal District Court. Conway's current bond his current bond restricts him on home confinement with the ankle monitor. He may request permission to attend events with the court's approval. Defense attorney Toby Shook filed a motion to modify Conway's bond conditions, arguing that studio access is essential for sustaining the Dallas artist's career. Shook maintained that the request was not about expanding Beezy's social activities, but about enabling him to work. I hope so. Everyone needs to work a little, Shook, about the possible approval to the proposed motion. So he's saying, look, bro, we got to work, bro. We got to work and we got to eat. These legal fees ain't cheap. Let's go. State of Texas versus Yella Beezy. The judge has filed the following request before making a decision on Yella Beezy's proposed bond modification. In the order filed with the Dallas County Clerk on August 29th, the judge wrote the following. Both parties present for a defendant's motion to modify his bond conditions, allowing defendant to work out of studios. Having heard both sides, the court adjourned. The unknown word pending more specific details regarding the studio's location, hours of work, and the ability to supervision by services. Yella Beezy's trial begins February 2nd, 2026. When asked whether the modification would resemble Beezy's prior club hosting engagements, including an appearance in Arizona, Shook indicated that the proposed conditions would permit broader opportunities, and this is going to give him more, he explained. Not just concerts, but other stuff. We'll see if it works. Prosecutors push back, urging the court to require specific safeguards if studio work is permitted. Judge ultimately declined to rule immediately, instead requesting additional details before making a determination. She directed the defense to provide information on which studios Conway intends to use, their locations, his hours of work, and whether professional services could supervise the activity. By adjourning the matter, the judge left the motion unresolved, but signaled it was not without merit. The request illustrates the tension the courts often face in high-profile cases, balancing defendants' ability to maintain lawful employment with the need to enforce strict pretrial conditions. A pretrial hearing in State versus Conway is set for January 9th, 2026, with trial scheduled for February 2nd, 2026. Now, Conway's bid to return to the recording studio remains undecided, pending further details on how his proposed work can be monitored. Now, with that being said, this also came out in court as well as, look, they know about the transactions, the money transactions, the financial transactions between Keywan White and Yella Beezy. They know about the $40,000 hitting one account. They know about the leaving one account, which is Yella Beezy's account. They have a state witness that's going to testify that this money most definitely left his account. I know exactly how much money it is. They have a state witness that's about to corroborate the state's story of Yella Beezy took out that $40,000 and it ended up in Keywan's hands, allegedly. Now, look, everything I say is alleged, but allegedly this is what happened. Yella Beezy is about to go down for the unaliving of Mo 3. They have a state witness, a confidential witness that's going to be basically get up there and point fingers at Yella Beezy. This just came in. It's breaking news, y'all. They got somebody that's about to point Yella Beezy out on that stand and say, I know for a fact that man had $40,000 and he took it out of his account, and it just isn't him. They also have someone else that was supposed to put up some money as well as Mo 3. As well as Yella Beezy on Mo 3's head. They got somebody else. It's not just one person. They have multiple people. There's more than one person that had a bag on Mo 3's head. So, with that being said, Yella Beezy, you look like you might be in some trouble, man. This judge basically don't even really want you to go. I know the prosecution don't want you to go to the studio, but now everybody finna find out what hours you working up there and find out what studio you be in, Yella Beezy. What you got going on, man? Now, we don't know if Yella Beezy is guilty. We don't know if Yella Beezy is innocent. But what we do know is, Yella Beezy, you got a lot going on, my boy. And it's looking like somebody in your camp is about to point you out. Now, there's supposed to be somebody else to put up some money on him, and it's supposed to be somebody high profile. And it sounds like it might be one of your friends. And I'm thinking one of your rapper friends, but one of your rapper friends is testifying against you. We just saw YNW Bortland take a sweet proffer agreement plea deal today. Is the same thing about to happen here in this case? Are they about to do a little proffer agreement for Trap Boy Freddy, or for the rest of the people involved, for Jerry Johnson, for Jose Bodega, which is Theodore? Look, man, Mo 3 is about to get justice. He is still stepping, even in his death. He is still stepping. So, what we got here is Yella Beezy's bond conditions are about to get approved or denied. He's trying to get back to the studio and try to make some more money, man. He has to pay these damn legal fees. Now, again, we don't know if the man is guilty. We don't know if the man is innocent. But what we do know is they want him. Oh, they want him. They want Yella Beezy bad. They want Yella Beezy more than anybody. And they'd be willing to let go of any bit of evidence or any bit of cooperating witnesses. They'll be willing to let it all go. Whatever you did, we're willing to just look past it. We just want Yella Beezy. I can't focus in on here, but we're getting it. We're getting it, y'all. But nah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Is Yella Beezy looking like he's about to be cooked, man? The judge, they got some interesting information that's been coming out of those hearings. This kind of stuff is being swept under the rug. They don't really want you to know what's going on in this Mo 3 case. But you know we're going to always give you the drop right here on Ratchet TV. So get into the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think Yella Beezy going to be able to make it up out of this? Or, is Yella Beezy going down for life? Because Keywan White, he's been messing up a lot lately, doing interview after interview that they're going to be playing at his trial. And he's trying to say Yella Beezy's innocent. Everybody's trying to say Yella Beezy's innocent. But it's looking a lot like Yella Beezy might be about to go down for the unaliving of Mo 3. What do y'all think? Get in the comment section. Let me know. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. This your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchet TV.
Y'all, all those rumors about Yella Beezy paying that bond was fake, false information. His grandmother said he cannot afford that $2 million bond. Now, he had a hearing on today. He now has an attorney who is Toby Shook. His family was there in support of him, but Mo 3's mother was also there. So the state goes up first, and when they go up, they start to discuss the fact that they have a witness who can testify that Yella Beezy was in a conversation where he stated that $40,000 was paid to Keywan White for the unaliving of Mo 3. So then the state shows the footage of when Mo 3 was unalived. And at this point, Mo 3's mom gets kind of upset, holds her head down, and doesn't really want to watch it, okay? The state rests their case. The defense gets up. So the defense calls Yella Beezy's grandmother, who is a former deputy. When she gets on the stand, they start to ask her about his upbringing and things like that. And at that point, Mo3 mother begins to cry. So they then ask the judge, can they reduce the bond to $250,000 because the family is sure that they can come up with that amount of money. The state gets back up. So the state now asks the grandmother about Yella Beezy having a bulletproof truck. Okay. He asked the grandmother about Yella Beezy and Mo3's whole beef and all of that. And basically is saying, you know, why can't he pay this $2 million bond? Because he is a 2-time platinum artist. On top of that, he has a mansion in Plano and other properties in other cities. The defense then gets back up and state like, hey, we didn't even have no information about no phone call or no kind of conversation with anybody about Yella Beezy paying somebody to have Mo3 unalive. However, with the grandmother saying that now that they cannot afford that $2 million bond, and if Yella Beezy could afford that bond, he would not have sat in jail for 8 days. You know, so the judge went to the back, looked over all the evidence, and came back and gave him a $750,000 bond. So his bond was reduced from $2 million to $750,000. Now, I am not sure if he's going to be able to pay that or when he will be getting out. But as of right now, these are state charges, and he is still in jail. Soon as I find out more information, I will let you all know. Y'all, they done went through Yella Beezy bank records, and looks like somebody else might be getting charged alongside of him for this unaliving for hire. So basically, this state witness has told them that he was a party of a conversation, and Yella Beezy was in this conversation as well. Now, I don't know if it's a third party. They did not say that as of yet, but they said in this conversation, Yella Beezy told him who was going to do it and how much he was going to be paying them. And they went and looked at Yella Beezy's bank records. The exact amount, which was the $40,000, was withdrew from Yella Beezy's bank account within days of Mo3 dying. They said he took cash out of his account. At that time, he had like $870,000, $370,000 like in his checking account, and $500,000 in his savings account. So they said he had more than enough money to get this handled. But here's the catch. The catch is that Yella Beezy was only one of the parties that was paying to get this done. So that means it was more than one person who was supposed to be putting their money together to have Mo3 taken out. Y'all, I know which way I'm leaning, but I'm not gonna speak that on nobody. Once we find out a little bit more information, I'm gonna tell y'all. But what I'm thinking they're doing, I'm thinking until they have concrete evidence to go and arrest this second person, they're not going to say anything. The reason why they're able to arrest Yella Beezy is because they have someone willing to testify that Yella Beezy told them this. And then when they went and checked the bank records,